everybody, welcome back to another at-home workout. Today we're going to focus on upper body and core. We'll mostly be using our own body weight, but you can also grab a few items around the house to add a little tension for some of our back movements. Some items that I have ready to use today are 2 sets of books, both the same size each. I have a lighter set and then a little bit thicker set for some of the other work that I want to use. However, if you have weights at home and want to use them, a lighter set would work well. Probably between 5 and 12 pounds would be ideal. So now would be a good time to press pause, go get the weights that you want to use, maybe even a mat or a towel because we will be laying on the floor, and come back and join me. Alright, welcome back. So we're going to start with a warm-up, about 5 minutes worth. Then we're going to get into our circuits. We have 3 circuits today. 3 exercises each. We'll work 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and then once we've gone 4 rounds through, we'll take a 30-second break between circuits. That'll be a great time to grab water and towel off or anything else you need to do. Alright, so I'm going to start our timer and then we'll get started. So now would be a good time to square up your space and get ready to go. Alright, let's start with some upper body and lower body together. Start with some squats. Now we aren't going to be using a lot of legs today, but I like using the legs in the warm-up. Let's do one more. Now let's go into some side-to-side lunges. I like using legs in the warm-up because it elevates the body temperature and gets everything ready for when we want to ask it to do some dynamic movements in the upper body. Let's do 2 more each way. Should be old hat now with these side-to-side lunges. Great job. So now let's go down to the floor. And we're going to get into all fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over those knees, about shoulder width apart. And we're going to do some shrugs where you drop your chest down between those shoulder blades and then round up through that back. Drop it down, round it up. Now watch the abdomen. Don't let it sink. You're going to tilt those hips, close the rib cage, brace the core, and that stays tight. So it is just through the upper body, warming the shoulder blades up. Let's do one more. Nice. Let's go into a plank. Straight arm plank here. If being on your wrist is bothersome, you can do this on your forearms. It might be a little tricky, so you may want to get a little elevation for what we're going to do in this plank. So those plank launches that we did in another video, you're going to squat back, drive forward. Push away with those hands and drive it forward. Push and forward. Kind of warming up through the core and the legs. Let's do one more. Great job. And bring it back down. Let's go down to our stomachs. Fingertips down by our hips. Palms face the ceiling. And do some Supermans, where you're going to roll those shoulders back and squeeze those shoulder blades. Nice work. Let's do one more. And break. Bring it back up, back to those all fours. Let's do those shrugs again. Shrug and up. Nice work, nice work. One more. And back into that plank. Let's do those plank launches where you come back and forward. Back and forward. Nice work. 2 more. Last one. Take it down to the belly. Let's do those Supermans. Roll it up and down. Roll it up and down. 2 more. Squeezing through the back. Last one. Nice work. Now, I'd like you to do one more set of that. The shrugs, the launches, and the Supermans, 5 each. While you're doing those 5 each, I'm going to show you and talk to you about what our next circuit's going to look like to get started with for our timer. So why don't you start those 5 shrugs. While you're doing those shrugs, take a look at the camera. Your first exercise in our circuit is going to be a plank to a push, but we're just going to stay on the one arm. So just that right arm is going to go. Where you drop down and drop it up. Now, if that becomes too cumbersome, you're just going to hold the plank for the 30 seconds. The next exercise, W pulls, but in that Superman position. Now would be time to do those launches if you're not already on them yet. So, arms starting to W, reach forward by those ears, pull those elbows back to the hips. Racing through that belly so you protect that lower back. These are prone W pulls. And then our third and final exercise are the dead bugs. This is where we roll to our back, arms are up, and we're going to extend the opposite arm and opposite leg, bring it back together. Opposite arm, opposite leg back together. You can also do both arms and single leg if you prefer. All right. Should be doing those Supermans if you haven't already. We got about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to get into our circuit, starting with those plank to push-ups. So make sure you've got a nice space set up. Make sure you have your equipment. Kind of roll out those wrists because we're going to be on those a lot today. Roll those shoulders around. We got about 8 seconds. We're going to get started. Plank to a push. Starting that forearm position right now. Ready? Right arm is going to lead to a press, and then right arm is going to lead to the floor. You're going to stay with that right arm lead because the next time we do this circuit, we'll lead with the left arm. Remember, if this becomes too much, you're just going to hold that plank. Make sure those hips are tucked under, rib cage is closed, shoulders are pulled away from those ears, drive up through the back. Core is tight. Nice job. And break. Now we have those prone W pulls. I like the lighter weights for this one. Ready? On our belly. Grab the books or your weight. Start in the W. Reach forward and pull it down. Reach forward, pull it down. Shoulders again away from the ears. So you're reaching through the shoulder blades, not up through the traps. Kind of tuck that chin. Squeeze those elbows like into your back pockets. So we activate a little bit of lat. Nice. Great. Set your weights or your books down. Roll to your back. We have those dead bug reaches. Ready? Arms up, legs up. Opposite arm, opposite leg extends. Now think about taking those shoulder blades, melt them into the mat, squeeze into the mat, squeeze your core, and now extend. Pull it together. Extend. Pull it together. You can add both arms if you want, or you can keep the opposite arm, opposite leg. The more levers you move, the more challenging the exercise becomes. And break. Roll it over. Back to that forearm plank. Left arm's going to lead this time. Ready? And go. Now you may find one side's a little more challenging than the other, just as an opportunity to fix any imbalance. That's why we take turns with the right arm and the left arm. And at any time, you can always just hold the plank. Make sure you're pulling those hips under. Core is nice and tight. Don't drop the belly, don't drop the hips. And drive. Pulling those shoulders away from those ears. Squeeze the glutes. And break. Down onto our stomachs. Grab your books or your weights. We have those W pulls. Ready, go. Squeeze. Race through the belly to protect that lower back. I like my feet flexed. You can relax them, but I like them flexed so then I can activate my glutes to help protect my back. Keep going. Nice work, nice work. Stay with it. And reach. And break. All right. Roll it over. We have those dead bugs. Melt the shoulders to the floor. And go. Squeeze. Alternating arm, opposite leg, or both arms. If you have a nice healthy back, you can do both arms, both legs. But if you find you're pulling your abdomen off of the floor. Go back to one leg, because I like a nice flat back here. Squeeze through the belly. Relax through the shoulders. And break. Roll it over. Plank to push. Third time through, right arm's gonna lead. Ready? And go. Reset those shoulders. I'm gonna take my time on this movement just to make sure I hit everything the way I want. Because sometimes when we add speed, then we add momentum, and then we miss the movement. So, slow and controlled. Bracing through the belly. Yes, you can. You got this. Come on. And break. Woo. Grab your books or your light weights. We have those W pulls. Race through the belly. Ready? And go. Squeeze. Really activate through the back. Takes a lot of your own resistance here. Squeeze. Nice job, nice job. Stay with it, stay with it. We got 10 seconds. Almost there. And break. Roll it over onto that back. Arms up, legs up. Opposite arm, opposite leg, or both arms. Alternating the leg reach. Make sure those hips and pelvis are tilted so you feel that lower back pressing into the mat. And then now extend those arms, but not those shoulders. So keep those shoulders melted to the floor. Nice job. Stay with it. And complete. One more time of each, and then we'll move to our second circuit. So start back in that plank. Left arm leads this time. Ready? And go. Drive it up. Reset the hips and lower down. You can even activate through the glutes and the legs. Truly making this exercise a full body exercise, not just an arm and shoulder, but the core and the legs. Remember, at any time you can just hold the plank, whether it's in the straight arm or in the forearm. Stay with it, and break. All right, grab the weights or your books, down on those abdomens, facing the floor, and reach. Squeeze through that back. You should feel this through the upper back. You can even activate the glutes, get a little lower body action. Come on. You got 8 seconds. Almost there, almost there. Don't give up. Last one. And break. Roll it over. One more time on the dead bug. Arms up, legs up. And reach. Melt those shoulders to the floor. Extend the leg. But don't let that lower back pop off the floor. So if you need to, don't take the leg as low. If you need a little more resistance and you can keep that back on the floor, then you can take that leg a little lower down. Extend. Nice and long through that body. Keep going. Last one. Woo! Hug the knees to your chest. Rock it side to side. And shake it out. All right, we have 30 seconds between. Here are your next 3 exercises. Push-up release. So you're here, push up down to the floor, extend your arms to a T, and then drive back up. You can do this on your knees. Third exercise, or excuse me, the second exercise. Side plank, grab your book. You're here, open. So you're going to hold that side plank as you open and close with that arm. All right, first exercise is started. Let's go to that push-up. That 30 seconds went fast. So, in this circuit, we just have 2 exercises, but you'll do one on the right arm and one on the left arm for exercises 2 and 3. Remember, you can always do this on your knees. Take your arms out into a T and drive it up. And break. All right, grab your lighter weight or one of your books. Forearm, side plank. Here we go. Now I have my legs stacked. You can also stagger them. And you can also do this from the knees. Listen to your body. What I want is the shoulder over elbow stacked. I'd like your hips stacked, shoulder, hips, and feet in a nice straight line. So, whatever foot position gives you that alignment is the one I want you to be in. Stay with it, one more. Break. Let's roll it over to the right arm now. Pick your foot position. Ready? Open. So now, with the rowing action or the opening action, our shoulders are stacked, and you're just going to open to a stacked position and lower. You should feel this in the back of the shoulder and our deltoid. Focusing on that rear delt with this move. Think about pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze those thighs together. Core is tight. Last one. And break. All right, that is everything. So let's start back to the top. Push up, release. Get in that push up position. Ready? Lower down, arms to a T. Drive from the floor. Now, the entire body drives. It's not a peel up. The whole body is a board. The whole body comes up together. That is your focus. Now, to get that board, you need to do it from the knees, then that's where I want you to be. What I don't want is this, is a peel up. We missed the whole movement. And break. Woo! All right, side plank, left arm. You know what? Let's do the right arm now. Let's give it a turn to go first. Following those push-ups. And I picked up a slightly heavier book for these open and closes. Or these rear flies, which is the movement of our left arm. Make sure the shoulders stacked over the elbow. Find that happy foot position. Stack those hips. You got 5 seconds. Hang on to it. Last one. And break. Woo! Switch sides. All right, here we go. That arm that we follow the push-ups with, that's the tough one. Come on. Core is tight. I also like to try and squeeze my thighs, activate my glutes, make it a full body exercise. Straight arm, open. Pull that shoulder back. Activate it through the deltoid. Core is tight. 7 seconds, hang on to it, come on. You're almost halfway there. Yes, we can. Yes, you can. Break. Woo. Halfway. 2 more rounds of these 2 exercises. Ready? Push up. Lower all the way down. Arms to a T. Drive it up. One big movement. Stay with it. Stay with it. Make sure you're not peeling. So if you need to, go to the knee. Arms are starting to get tired now. Midway into that second circuit, we've already done quite a bit on them. Woo! Stay with it, stay with it. Last one. And break. All right. Side plank with the rear fly. And go. Now if you're using weights, you want to use a weight that allows you to stay with this movement the whole 30 seconds. So if you're having to stop, grab a lighter weight. If that weight is flying through the roof, grab a heavier weight. Come on. Stay with it, stay with it. It's meant to be hard. It's meant to be uncomfortable. That's how we change, that's how we grow. Keep with it, last one. Woo! Roll it over. Now remember, side plank on the knee works great too. It also takes a little pressure off of that shoulder. So if you've got too much pressure or you're feeling a pinch, then this half position is a great position for you. Allows you to get up and out of that shoulder girdle. We also had a really short warm-up. So remember, when we do these 30-minute workouts, if you're one of those people that needs a longer warm-up, hit pause, repeat it again. Or do some of the exercises you like to do to prepare your body. And break. Okay, one more time through. Here we go. Starting with that push-up. And go. Core is tight. Drive it up. You should feel this through the shoulder blades and the chest. I feel this a lot through the upper back, which is the goal here. That's part of the release, and it takes the shoulders out of it. It makes you actually stop, reset, activate the back, and press, as opposed to the traditional push-up, which tends to get pretty focused on the shoulders. Break. All right. Let's go back to that right arm. Start there. Ready? And go. Open and close. Find the foot position that works for you. Stacked, staggered, or the knee. Whatever allows you to have shoulder over elbow, shoulder, hip, and feet in alignment, that's the position for you. Doesn't matter about strength, it matters about alignment to make sure we hit the right spot. Last one, and break. Roll to the other side. It's our final exercise in this circuit. Then we just have one more circuit. Ready? And go. Core is tight. Nice work, nice work. Keep those hips up. Make sure we're not sinking into that shoulder, so drive up out of that shoulder blade. Squeeze those thighs. You can always just hold the weight or hold the book out here if the movement is causing you to twist. No twisting. 5 seconds left. Come on. You get a 30-second break after this. Really 40 if you factor in our little 10-second rest. Break. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my heavier books for this one. It's called the Kneeling Bus Driver. You're on your knees. Grab your 2 books or a heavier weight. Hold them out. And we're going to drive the bus. Shoulders and books are at the same height. And you're just going to drive side to side. The other exercise is a plank body saw. You're here. You're going to rock it backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. And then our third and final exercise are T-raises. Alright? So, back on our knees. Our time has started. Let's get that bus driver. Grab those books. Take them out to the side. Drive the bus. Nice job, nice job. This one's hitting both the front and side deltoids, so the upper shoulder. Stay with it, stay with it. Nice, nice. Drive, drive. Brace through the core. And break. Set your books down. Let's get in that forearm plank. Alright, ready? So you're either going to hold, or you're going to push the elbows away, and then pull across that body. Rock it back, pull across. Rock it back, pull across. Nice, nice. Stay with it, stay with it. So getting a little shoulders, getting a little core. Drive it away, drive it away. Make sure we're up and out of the shoulder blades. Don't sink down into it. Break. Lower down to your belly. Grab those heavier books. Arms go out into a T. You might be a little tough to pick up today. Alright. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze in the back. So think about a can of soup sitting on your back. And you're going to squeeze it with those shoulder blades. Squeeze it. squeeze. Tuck that chin. Nice, nice. Stay with it, stay with it. You can always do this without the books or without your weights. Straight arms though. Squeeze. All right. Back to the top. Kneeling bus driver. So pick your books back up. Here we go. Side to side. Driving that bus. Side, side. Add a little speed. Come on. We wouldn't really drive a bus this way. Now, the two books I'm holding, one's slightly heavier than the other. So when we get to those T raises, I'm going to switch the arm it was in from the last set, just to make sure everything stays even. If that's the case for you, if you're using items at home and one side's heavier than the other, just switch it the next time around. Whew, break. All right, plank body saw. Forearm plank, here we go. Hips down, shoulders over those elbows, roll it forward, pull it back. Roll it forward, pull it back. Core. Brace through that belly. Pull those hips under. Driving through the back. Come on, stay with it, stay with it. Almost there, almost there. We got 4 seconds. Hang on to it. And break. Okay, T raises. Grab those books or the weights. Remember, I'm switching my books around just to keep it even. Arms out to a T. Lift. Lower. Now I'm flexing my toes just to anchor my legs a little bit, and I'm going to squeeze through my legs. And I'm pulling my shoulders away from my ears and lifting and squeezing. And I'm bracing through my belly just to make sure I don't put any undue pressure on my lower back. Remember, you can always do this without. And break. All right, back to the top. 2 more rounds. Stack your books or grab your heavier item. Kneeling bus drivers. Add a little pace here. Right out in front, chest height, side to side. Now, if you're ever at the gym using a 10-pound or 25-pound plate, depending on how strong those shoulders are, this is a great exercise. You can also take 2 10-pounds together. Kind of play around with that. Stay with it, stay with it. Woo! Set them down. Plank body saw. Almost there, everybody, almost there. Come on, here we go. Into that plank. Roll it back, pull it forward. Roll it back, pull it forward. Now, make sure our hips are under. Core is braced. Nice work, nice work. Come on. Think about those abdomens, tightening them up. Squeeze through the legs, squeeze through the glutes. Last one. Break. All right. T raises. Grab your weights or your books. Switch them back around to what you had in the first round. Lift. Squeeze. Squeeze. These T raises are excellent for posture, for external rotating of those shoulders, because we sit at a desk all day long or we sit in front of our computers. We tend to round forward. We're very front focused. So what I like about these T raises is it really works on activating the back muscles, pulling those shoulders back, making our posture more upright. And break. Okay. One more time through of everything, and then we are all done. Grab those books or your weights. Kneeling bus drivers. Come on. Let's drive that bus. Driving it home, because we're almost there. Let's go, let's go. Come on. You really could almost do this movement with just about anything around your house. A couple pillows, a bag filled with some items. Stay with it, stay with it. Last 5. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Okay, plank body saw. This time, let's do the straight arm. Let's try it that way. Just something a little different. Roll it forward, pull it back. Pull forward, roll it back. Really tuck those hips under. A lot of shoulder work here in this one. Core is tight. I also like doing this movement in a big plank. Roll it forward, roll it back. Roll it forward, roll it back. A couple of different options there. So you can either do this forearm, straight arm plank, or in the bear crawl plank. Final T raises. Back on our stomachs, grab our weights or our books, take them out to the side, we'll lift and squeeze. Final exercise for our session today. Let's make it a good one. Really reset those shoulders. I can feel mine creeping, so I'm going to reset. Never feel like you have to just keep pushing through the movement. You can stop, reset, and then start again. That is much better than doing the movement incorrectly. Come on, stay with it. Last one, last one. Woo! And break. All right, folks. That is our final circuit. So here's a couple of stretches we can do at the end. So I like going on all fours and rounding through the back, tucking the chin, kind of stretching through that upper back. Roll it around. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to drop that chest down, stretch through the collarbone. You can also take those fingertips out to the side and shift side to side, kind of stretching the shoulder and inner arm. Now when you do these, you'll want to do these for about 30 seconds each. I'm just giving you a few quick ideas for you to do at the end and to do on your own. Also, like reaching forward, sitting back on my hips, and giving a nice good stretch. So you should feel this down through the lat, outside of the shoulder. Nice. Another good one. Thread that arm down. Press that shoulder into the ground. Relax that head. And now, think about scraping the back of the arm under and back across. Should feel nice through stretch through your back. Break. Release it out. Roll those shoulders around. A couple more times. Round through the back. Bring it up. Inhale. Exhale. And you are all finished. If you still have a little bit more gas in the tank, do the video again. Or do some great stretches at the end to really loosen up, especially through our upper body, because that's what we hit a lot. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day.